What were the achievements of the Weimar Republic? The Weimar Republic were established in 1919 and lasted until Hitler became Chancellor and the Nazi Party took over to mark the beginning of the Third Reich in 1933. Throughout its time in power, the Weimar Republic faced a considerable amount of successes and failures. Within this podcast, the focus will be on the cultural, political, and economic achievements of the Weimar Republic. Economic achievements. The Weimar Republic were the first democratic government. Therefore, they faced many early difficulties, such as attacks from left and right-wing parties. In particular, Gustav Stresemann stabilized the economy and made a significant impact on rehabilitating Germany after the war. In 1923, the Weimar Republic was on the verge of collapse, but surprisingly, the crisis was the start of a period of stability and success. The period 1923 to 1929 was a time when the economy boomed and cultural life flourished in Germany. Gustav Stresemann had been a nationalist, but he realized that something needed to be done to save Germany. The most important thing he did in 1923 was to organize the Great Coalition of moderate pro-democracy parties in the Reichstag. At last, Germany had a government that could make laws. Under Stresemann's guidance, the government called off the strike, persuaded the French to leave the Ruhr, and even got the rest of the world to allow Germany to join the League of Nations in 1926. Stresemann also introduced reforms to help ordinary people such as job centres, unemployment pay and better housing. Charles Dawes was the biggest US budget director. In 1923 he was sent to Europe to sort out Germany's economy. Under his advice, the German Reichsbank was reformed and the old money was called in and burned. This ended the hyperinflation. Dawes also arranged the Dawes Plan with Stresemann, which gave Germany longer to pay reparations. Most importantly, Dawes agreed to America lending Germany 800 million gold marks, which kick-started the German economy. Cultural achievement. During the years of the Weimar Republic, Berlin in particular became a thriving centre of many new art movements. The Bauhaus School near Weimar revolutionized architecture, and the new theatres in Berlin and Frankfurt led the way internationally in the types of plays that were performed. Thomas and Heinrich Mann and Bertolt Brecht were world-famous writers. Philosophy also flourished. Great film companies made German cinema one of the most notable in the world. Fritz Lang's work was regarded as pioneering at the time. Leading composers of music taught and heard their works first performed in Weimar, Germany. Cabaret became very popular, and the singer Marlene Dietrich's became world famous. In the academic world, the Weimar Republic inherited excellent universities and science centres from the Wilhelmina period. Göttingen was the world's most famous centre for physics, and German was the international language in physics and chemistry. Albert Einstein lived and taught in Berlin. Not everyone was happy with the new cultural freedom in Weimar. To the right, Weimar culture confirmed the image of a hedonistic, immoral, and degenerate society. The fact that many leading artists associated with the Communist Party, which was fashionable in intellectual circles all over Europe, and the strong representation of Jews in the new artistic movement increased this hostility. When the Nazis came to power, most of the leading figures of Weimar culture had to emigrate. A mass exodus of academics, physicists, film directors, and writers took place, and many went to the United States, which inherited Weimar culture. 20 Nobel Prize winners left and over 2,000 people involved in the arts. Political achievements. Politically, Germany became more stable. This meant that there were no attempted revolutions after 1923. Also, the parties that supported the Republic did well at elections, meaning more overall stability in German economy. Under the Dawes Plan, economic stability was returned to Germany. This meant that politically, Germany also stabilized. The Locarno Treaty brought about the Locarno honeymoon, which meant that Germans no longer wanted to vote for extremist parties. Finally, overall, the Weimar Republic was strong and restored stability in Germany for the time they were in power. While they faced many difficulties, influential figures such as Gustav Stresemann ensured a stable economy, which brought about cultural and political achievements within Germany.